Hi kiddos, we are going to jump into a project that combines art today and math with our friend Pythagoras. I'm going to turn this camera around so you can see what I'm drawing because I'm going to lead you through a drawing exercise. But first I want to talk about some triangles, okay? So I'm going to put this turned around. All right. So here's my paper, and I want you to focus on these triangles up here for a second. So I told you this story was a work of fiction. That means it's not true, even though Pythagoras was real and what he discovered about triangles was real. So he did love math, he also loved music, and he was a philosopher. He loved to think, and an astronomer. He studied the stars, but he also really loved mathematics. And he did discover this about triangles. We're just not sure exactly when. The author made up the story behind it and even made up some details that couldn't be real, like him going to Alexandria, because Alexandria wasn't a place yet. You'll hear about Alexandria in the last few weeks with a man named Alexander the Great who conquers the Greek Empire. So here are some triangles, and here's what I want to point out to you. His formula that he came up with, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, works on a triangle like this. Okay, do you see how this corner right here is like a perfect L, straight down and straight across? That's a right angle, okay? These triangles don't work because they don't have right angles. So, see how this is too small to be an L, and this is too small to be an L, and this is too small to be an L. Okay, that's not the same thing. This has a right angle, this does not. Then if you look over here, this is too small. This is too small, and this one's too big. Okay, so these kinds of triangles are still triangles, but his perfect formula for figuring out one side doesn't work on these two. Okay, so now we're going to draw a bust of Pythagoras. I'm going to flip my paper over and lift it up. You guys will have to be patient with me, okay? Here's how we're going to do it. So I'm just going to draw Pythagoras' head like this. Then remember, with a bust, it's kind of like a portrait. So neck and shoulders. Now, I think he probably needs armpits. And I'm going to give him a Greek toga coming over the top here. Okay. And if we put some lines in there, then it will look like fabric. Everybody got that? Okay, now let's go up here to his head and let's give him some ears. Okay, and eyes, and you can do the more fancy eyes or the cartoony eyes, that's up to you. I'll do cartoony, just so everybody can follow along. Okay, then we'll give him eyebrows, of course, and a nose. He can kind of be smiling. And then he has a beard and a mustache. So let's go down here. Okay, remember that comes under his chin and then right over his chin. And then we go back and we erase everything inside. Okay? Okay, and then let's give him a mustache. And let's give this guy some hair. So in the picture I have, it's kind of just floppy hair. And again, we go above and below the hairline, and then we erase inside. Okay, and then over here. And now we should have our bust of Pythagoras. Now, before you color Pythagoras, here are some things you can put in the background. I would like to put his name up here. And you can do cursive. Pythagoras. Okay, as fancy as you'd like. And then let's put a bunch of triangles in the background here. Just triangles all over the place. Okay, he also loved, like I said, music and stars. You could put those things in there if you wish. But we want a bunch of three-sided triangles since he was the triangle guy. Then you can color these all kinds of colors. and make this a really beautiful bust of Pythagoras. So remember, we've been learning about these Greeks, how they were wondering, they wanted to know everything, they were so curious. And now we can take that and we can combine math and art and make a fun project out of it. Okay? All right, so there are my triangles. Let's do one more over here. Maybe a nice big right one by his name. See how I make an L and then connect them? That's a right triangle. All right, there is Pythagoras. He's now ready to color, and then you can keep him around because he is an important Greek man, and he gave us something that we still use today.